Yo,
Hey, 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 look who's back.
how's it going?
It's going, man. So, first of all, let me welcome everybody to a new episode. We're live, coming to you live from McAllen Public Library, post Hannah,
Post
and
Hannah.
we're episode number 17, and we're live on
4 months.
Facebook, and we're live on YouTube.
This that means that's 4 months of episodes. 4 months and
Four
1 week.
months. So if y'all want to go back and revisit some of our past episodes, some of those classic ones, you can do so. Yeah, just make sure you follow us. You follow MPL Adults page on Facebook, or you subscribe to us on YouTube.
Go
But
back and
so
revisit your favorites with back when it was me and David, me and Francisco, me and Leslie, all the real people, all the day one people who know what I'm talking about.
wow. Well, let's just move on from that. But today is Wednesday, July 29th, and like we said, it's post Hurricane Hannah. And how was everything at your place, Rudy?
You know what? Like a lot of people, I lost my power Saturday night
Yeah.
around 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Didn't get it back till Monday, early Monday morning, and didn't get my internet back until just yesterday night. So, not as bad as some people had it, but pretty bad. Hopefully, everyone out there watching now didn't have it too bad. Or if you did, you're on the come up.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too much damage at my place. I live in McAllen, pretty much in the heart of McAllen, and no flooding, luckily. We had a one tree, which is a really nice tree. It got uprooted, and just this morning the crews came by and cut it up and threw it away, which is so sad. We had some damage to our gate, but that again they came by this morning and the gate's been fixed. Other than that, I mean that was it. I know some people had a lot worse. We never lost power, so we're one of the lucky ones. My neighbors across the street lost power. My neighbors one block over lost power. So I think we got lucky in those regards. But
And,
yeah, I
and it
hope everybody out
kind of
there is,
sorry, it kind of gets you on edge for like, man, are we ready for like a bigger storm? Like anything bigger than that, and that was a pretty big storm, but anything bigger than that, it's like, yeah,
right. I
it's
mean, that was
already
what, a
not worth it.
category one.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it turned to category one just as it hit land. So I mean, can you imagine a Katrina type? It was category what, five?
Yeah, huge storm.
Wow. I can't even imagine. That's scary to even think about. So we got a lot of people saying hello, hi. We're glad everybody can join us again this week. It's always great to have people commenting live as we go.
I
Hello,
recognize
Beverly. Hello,
Rosalba.
Grace.
Rosalba.
Hello, Rosalva. Um, yeah, thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I mean, I hope everybody came through it okay and everyone's safe. So today, famous birthdays for July 29th. So we got Will Wheaton. He's an actor, I think most famous for his Star Trek, The Next Generation. And we got Elizabeth Short, aka the Black Dahlia.
Wow.
And yeah, so apparently she was a struggling actress back in Hollywood, Los Angeles, and she was unfortunately found murdered in a park. And I believe that murder was never solved.
Yeah, I don't think so. She's the one that had cuts up her face, right, or her cheeks.
I believe so. Yeah. And let's see, we also got a happy birthday to Ken Burns. He's a documentarian. Let's see. I know him from Jazz. I know he did that documentary Jazz. I think he had a baseball one.
Yep.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, well, I know they show it back when I had the MLB Network channel on cable, which I kind of miss sometimes. But they would play it right before the season started. They played all of the baseball documentary like the week before. I never really watched it. I would tune in and out, but yeah, those are always well made. He's like the top documentarian out there. So happy birthday, Ken Burns, legend.
Yeah, and then we got happy birthday to Dak Prescott.
Oh, come on, you messed it up.
I don't know who he is.
Okay, you did that. Dak Prescott is the quarterback.
His real name is what? What was it? Do you remember?
It was Ryan or something.
Rain
Dakota Prescott.
Yeah, there you go. So who is he? Tell us who he is.
He's the quarterback to America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. If you're not a Cowboys fan, or I mean, if you don't know football in general, you won't know him. But anyone who knows football knows the great Rain Dakota Prescott, number 4 for your Dallas Cowboys, number 1 in your heart.
Okay, well, happy birthday, Mr. Dallas Cowboys. And today is also National Day. It's National Lasagna Day. Do you like lasagna?
Every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm not like Garfield who splurges on it. I love me some Garfield, but no, not as much as he does. Just my brother.
Right. Oh, you'll appreciate this one, Rudy. It's National Lipstick Day.
I do love a bit of lipstick. Not on myself, but
I mean, when we're on camera, of course, you got to, put a little bit of makeup on.
I don't do that.
And it's also National Chicken Wing Day.
I can get behind that too. I can get behind some chicken wings.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a vegetarian, so I'll abstain. But there you go. So moving on today. Well, not today, but a couple of days ago, I found this really interesting article, and it's kind of baffling. Let's go ahead and bring it up. There you go. So the article is mystery seeds from China are landing in American mailboxes.
Okay, so what do you know about this? You added this to the Google Doc, and I had faintly heard about it throughout the week, but I mean, is it random? Is it people ordering stuff from Amazon and they're getting this instead?
So from what little has been released about it, some people have reported that without them, having ordered anything or being on any sort of that they can figure special mailing list, all of a sudden one day they'll receive a small little packet. It's coming from China, and they open it, and lo and behold, seeds. There's no notes, no nothing. It's just seeds, a packet of seeds.
So, okay, Grace is saying same in the chat. Same as in you've gotten them in the mail, Grace? Have you gotten these in the mail? Okay, Beverly's making a good point. So this is something I added in my notes. Why not just plant them? What could be the harm?
So, so they're warning people not to plant them, actually. And my guess it's only because maybe, and I'm not a big plant person, but my guess is maybe they're like some sort of invasive species of plants, or maybe they're GMO'd. And you know what? I don't know, but it's really, really bizarre.
Okay, go to Lowe's or go to Home Depot or your place where you buy your pots or plants. Just get one pot, a big pot, put these mystery seeds in the pot and see what happens. If it's something like a crazy Venus flytrap looking thing that's gonna eat your dog or cat, burn it or throw it away. Cut it up.
So the difference between you can order seeds online, but these are totally unsolicited. No one ordered them. They've been appearing in people's mailboxes, and so it's really strange.
What if they accidentally or unknowingly signed up for like a seed of the month club,
From
and
China?
they're finally getting the seeds, and they're like, "Oh, I don't remember doing anything for seeds," and it's like, "Oh yeah, the seed of the month club. There it is."
I doubt it, because I mean, people who have been reporting this, I mean, it would jog your memory, right? You're like, oh, right, those seats I that C club I joined like 3 months ago. Finally, they're coming in. It
Yeah.
takes a while for stuff to come in from China, but no people have been reporting that they have no idea why they received the seats. Um, but you know what? We have a local, I think in Westlaco, agriculture Department of Agriculture, right?
Right.
So I'd be tempted to take the seats to them and see, look, what are these? Are they safe to plant? What's going on here?
Well,
See if they
they're saying if you get something in the mail that looks like seeds, don't even open it. Just send it straight to the agriculture.
right. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
I mean, and probably most people who get them, they're like, oh, what's this? And probably just toss them anyway. I don't know.
But what if you toss them and then somehow in the someone in the interview they got interviewed, they said if you toss them, they can go to the dumpster or the
Landfill.
landfill, and then yeah, they'll sprout there.
You know, maybe that's what they're wanting. The conspiracy-minded person probably thinking, okay, so China is sending these seeds unsolicited to just as many people as they can in the U.S. Some people will end up like just most people probably tossing them, and maybe there's a chance that they might take root and start growing in landfills, or some people might plant them, and some people will be like, "What are these?" and alert the media, alert the local whatever agriculture department. Who knows?
I will take the seeds. I don't mind some seeds. I'll take them. I'll plant them. I'll experiment. I'll be the test subject. Send them over. Anyone out there, send me some seeds.
Well, it remains a mystery, but I just thought it was really, really interesting, and maybe we'll hear about it more in the coming weeks, and we'll do a follow up on that story. But moving on, let's see here.
People in the comments are talking about bamboo and all right.
Yeah. So apparently, the newest Samsung Galaxy smartphone is going to support electronic IDs later this year. So what's interesting about that story is that it will allow you to technically carry your driver license, your state ID, your military, whatever kind of ID, official ID on your phone. And it's going to have the encryption where that'll enable you to actually use that whenever you can legally require to use your ID. What do you think of that, Rudy?
So someone who travels a lot, you won't be having to carry around your ID. You'll just have to use your phone, right? And or an app on your phone that has
Right. Yeah. So it'll be an encrypted app, and I'm just looking at the old comments, but I mean, pretty much, it's going to have a separate encryption, whatever the technology behind that is, that'll actually permit governments or to say, you know what, yes, you can legally use that now as in place of a ID. I think it's a good idea.
Yep.
It helps keep it secure. If we've all lost our wallet at one time or another, or misplaced our bags, whatever it is. But you'll have it on your phone. You carry your phone with you at all times. Sure, you can lose your phone, but it's encrypted, so all that data cannot be stolen. I don't know. To me, it's a good idea.
A couple people in the comments section have already voiced some
Concerns, right?
caution.
What if you lose your phone?
Yeah.
Well, so
I was
if
just
you
gonna
lose
say, what
your
if your
phone,
phone runs out of battery?
Well, okay, right. So I would imagine if you're gonna know you're gonna be needing to use your legal ID, let's say you're gonna be traveling, you're going to the airport, probably a good idea to have your phone charged. It does not mean that you get rid of your ID. You can still carry your ID with you. So that's not an issue. I think what most people are afraid of is, yeah, what if I lose my phone? But anyone who, you should have your phone locked. You should have it encrypted. A lot of people don't. You should. Plus, this I think this adds another layer of security. In order for governments to say, okay, we allow the ID to be stored on your phone, this new encryption has to be enabled in order for it to be valid. So I don't know. I say why not?
Yeah, I'm for. I mean, I shouldn't disclose this, but I'm the type of person who has a photo of your ID in your phone anyway, and
See,
it's
so
not encrypted.
that's dangerous.
It is dangerous, yes. But I mean, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, instead of carrying my wallet around, why not have an ID in your phone already? So let's say you're a person who travels a lot, maybe once a week or once a month. Yeah, you just have to go to the airport now with your
Super
phone.
convenient. Yeah. I
People
mean,
have their credit cards on the phones already. Why not?
right. I mean, yeah, like I was gonna say, I know I pay with my phone whenever I get it. Given the option, if I go, let's say, to a convenience store and whatever, pick up soda, whatever, I will use my phone whenever I can to just tap, so I don't have to, and it gives you that extra layer of protection. So why not?
In the future, you're gonna have just a barcode right here. It's just gonna be like, "Beep." All right. Beep.
Well,
Okay.
see, some people get a little nervous about that kind of stuff. I say whatever makes us safer and more and gives us more convenience, I'm all for it.
I can see both sides. I guess on this, I'm more for it. I mean, I don't mind having my ID in my phone. I already do anyway, and it's not encrypted.
Not encrypted. So hackers, if y'all are watching, you know, Rudy's got some info on his phone. Do you keep it locked?
Send me the
Keep it
seeds.
locked, right?
Send me the seeds, and I have my ID on my phone. Okay, so you're gonna think I'm like out of this world, but I have look at this. No lock on my phone.
No face ID, no fingerprint, nothing.
Nothing.
And do you at least have the data that's on your phone encrypted, enabled? I don't know how iPhones work, but I know in Android you have the option to encrypt all your data that's on your phone, on top of having a lock on the screen.
We can discuss this later. I'm not even sure if I have it encrypted. I probably don't.
Okay.
I have a photo of my ID in my phone.
Let's see. Rosalva is saying, I do have an app to pay in some stores to get some money back. Yeah, I mean, it's bound to happen. It was bound. I wonder why it took this long. I guess they're trying to make sure the encryption was up to par, and so that governments can say, okay, well, okay, it looks good now. We can go ahead and start implementing it.
I think the article mentioned there's some countries that already use that kind of stuff, like Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Germany and I forgot what other country, but yeah, that they already use like IDs on your phone anyway. So why not?
Really. Julia's saying that's so dangerous.
What's dangerous?
How you maintain your phone open.
Yeah, I don't have anything to hide on my phone.
You have your ID on there.
I can hand this over to the Pope or to my mom and say, here's my phone. Use my phone.
And they will steal your identity. And they will start paying with your credit cards.
I would catch that. I would catch it. I would say, hey, what's the big idea? And then
All righty. Speaking of big ideas.
out there, please don't steal my identity.
Speaking of big ideas. So this is funny.
Nice.
So apparently this guy from New York, in order to avoid being sentenced to, I guess, serving time in prison, had his lawyer present a death certificate to the judge and he almost got away with it, except there was a misspelling on the certificate, and apparently the judge or somebody in the court caught it. And yeah, so the guy got in trouble all over again. But
Okay, and I read the story, and apparently the lawyer, he said that, oh, I didn't even know this was happening. I'm the victim in this thing. But wasn't he, or weren't they the person who presented this?
so apparently his girlfriend or somebody in his family contacted his lawyer and said, look, he passed away. We have the death certificate. And I mean, so I don't know. I apparently the lawyer apparently was not in on it. I find that a little hard to believe.
Of course, come on.
But the judge caught it, or somebody in the court caught it, and yeah, if it wasn't for one misspelled word, he could have gotten away with it, possibly.
Can you find the misspelled word, Bobby? You know what the word is. Don't say the word out loud, because there's some people.
It's a little bit difficult, only because it's so small on the screen.
I'll make it a little bit.
But go back up. Let me see.
It's not up there. I'll give you that.
Oh, it's not. No, the print's too small. I can't make it out.
Okay, it's not in this part either.
Especially not streaming. So we'll just tell them what the word is.
It's right there. Yeah, I'm already giving it out.
Registry.
Registry.
So how did they spell it?
Registry. They put registry. They were so close, though.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you always hear about these kinds of things where somebody tries to fake their own death, so either they don't have to face criminal charges, or they want to do insurance fraud for whatever reason. It always makes a good plot for a movie, especially like a neo-noir type movie.
Or a comedy.
Or, yeah, I mean, I suppose. Would you ever fake your own death, Rudy? And then like move to Canada or Mexico or something?
It'd have to be something like really, really like awful that I want to skip out on. Like I don't know, a gunshot.
Paying alimony.
A gunshot marriage, or like something just, I don't know, super awful. No, I don't think I would. That's a little too much, I think, right? Because then what, you have to think of a whole other life story. I mean, that takes.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like those people who go into witness protection, right? Like, pretty much your identity is you're considered like you're dead. It's wiped away, and you start somewhere else, completely new, with a new ID, new name, new social security. And so it's possible. I know some people have done it before, where they just disappear and start life. I know another life somewhere else.
It'd be nice, if someone else was funding this. Like, yeah, if the government said, here's $1 million, go off and live in Europe somewhere and live in a different identity, sure. But if I'm like in trouble, or if I'm trying to avoid doing something and I have limited funds, I'm not going to go through the whole thing about buying a new house or getting a haircut or shaving my beard and like trying to be completely different. That's a whole other thing.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like a thing that it's like a movie trope, right? Like you shave your head, or you dye your hair, you shave your mustache, you go on the run. I mean, eventually they always end up catching up to you. But I don't know. I think it takes a special kind of person to try to pull something like that off, and it caught my attention, and it just seems like such a like a movie thing for someone to try to attempt. And like they almost got away with it too. So it makes you wonder how many times have people actually gotten away with it?
If you've gotten away with stealing a car and what was the other thing, larceny or whatever, Let us know in the comments if you're living under a different guise now. You're living under a different identification. Let us know. Any elaborate lies that you've ever told, Bobby, to get out of something? Maybe not something too outlandish.
I don't think you could get any bites there, Rudy.
You played the fifth. Okay.
Yeah, but all right. Well, this draws to another conclusion. Our weekly show. Again, we'd like to thank. Right now we have about a million viewers right now watching live. We have a couple.
Little low.
Yeah. We have a few people watching from Brazil. How do you say hi in Brazil?
Ciao, I think.
Portuguese. Ciao.
Bom dia.
We have a couple viewers from Italy.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Come sta? Sta bene. But yeah, again, thanks for tuning in. We're here live every Wednesday, same time at 3:05 p.m. 3:05 p.m.
Just remember Mr. 305, right? What's his name?
From what?
The singer, Mr. 305, the Miami guy.
I don't know. 305.
I never mind. Go
I have
ahead.
no idea what he's talking about. Right there, this guy right here.
305, Mr. Let me just find this really quick. Okay, because the area code to Miami is 305. It's Pitbull.
Pitbull. Okay.
Saludos.
All right. So remember Pitbull. Remember 305. We're live every Wednesday. Again, thanks for tuning in. Remember, follow MPL Adult on Facebook. Follow us on YouTube under McAllen Public Library. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. Comment. Do all kinds of stuff. We like reading people's comments even after the fact. And remember, fill out your census. It's important.
It's like 2 days left for the census.
Is it?
I think it's July 31st. Any mods in the chat? If I'm wrong, go ahead and correct me, but I think it is the 31st of July.
Okay, so I mean, it's super easy. You can go online. It took me less than 5 minutes to do mine.
Should I pull up the census website now? I didn't know we were going to get into the census.
I mean, you can, I guess.
My 2020 census, right?
Yeah.
Come on, .gov. My 2020 census.gov. Go in there and pull it up. October.
I'm saying October, but I don't know. They might have extended. They might have because of COVID.
Let me just figure this out. I don't want to give out false information more than I already do. Census 2020
deadline.
I thought it was July. Important dates. Hold on. Let me just give us some fill. Give us some fill.
Okay. It's super easy. You go online, you fill out your information. I mean, it's real basic stuff. You're not going to be putting in anything that's too sensitive. I know some people are a little worried about that. Don't worry about that. Just go on there. You can always come down to the library if you don't have internet access. We have a computer lab. We have computers. You can come in. We have a special station set up just for filling out your census. If you need help, you can ask somebody. We'll point you in the right direction, show you the right website to go to. Yeah, it's okay. Here we go.
I cannot find it. Sorry.
Looks like it was extended to October 31st.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you, mods in the chat. Scroll down a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Scroll down quite enough. So
yeah, I mean, you've got some time. They gave you a little bit more time because of the COVID, but yeah, make sure you go and you fill it out. It's important. It helps have them fund programs that affect us here in the Valley. And yeah, be counted. Fill it out. All right. So we're out of here. Thank you, Rudy. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for the comments. And we'll see you again next week. Let's go.
Bye-bye.